Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. Today I want to do a video. This is a hobby shop purchase video. Um, there is a little backstory on this. This is the local hobby shop here, and they um, always mainly focused on non-sports and sports cards. And maybe a couple years ago they started getting into TCGs, Pokemon and stuff, and now they're very focused on Pokemon. And because Pokemon's blowing up, these card shops like sports card shops and stuff like that are definitely dipping the toe deeper and deeper into Pokemon and TCG stuff. I don't know if you've been to any of your local hobby shops, but the two that my favorite two in the two places I lived since I've been collecting stuff more recently, neither one of them had any Pokemon when I started going there, and now they are big time into Pokemon. Like they have a section of the store dedicated to TCGs and Pokemon. So it's kind of cool to see how TCGs have really grown, and this is, I would say, in the last like 4 or 5 years. So that is a little preview. So I went in there. I was wanting to get some cards. My intent to go to the store was to get some cards for the $100 Sandy Frank flipping challenge, and I did a video showing those cards I got. So those were on a separate transaction. Now they had they normally have a big selection of single Pokemon cards here recently, and so I asked them, hey, because I looked around the store, I didn't see them. I said, hey, you guys still have Pokemon singles? And they said, oh, we got them all boxed up because we're going to some shows. They're taking them to card shows that they're doing. So I was like, oh, okay. And then they said, hey, do you want to look through them? It's like, sure. So they didn't have them like all packed up. They're just in a box. So they brought the box to me and let me look through them. They had like the real cheap bins, like 50-cent cards, dollar cards. They're basically like bargain bins for Pokemon, and a couple binders that had some cool cards. And there were some more expensive singles, and I'll show you what I picked up. I was really excited. I feel like I caught them at the perfect time because I basically got to go through their Pokemon card show stuff before the card show. You know what I mean? You don't ever get that chance really very often. So let me show you the cards I picked up. They're not like amazing cards or anything, but I will talk about them as I go. So I picked up this secret rare candy, and I tried to make sure I got nicely centered cards. Looked at the backs. I took my time, and they were all pretty cheap cards. The last 4 were not cheap ones, but I wanted to pick up a few, really nice cards that I will keep in my collection. So we got the secret rare candy from Scarlet and Violet. Now this is something that I think I got really lucky because they had a ton of these illustration rares. And illustration rares, we need to do a video about this, but illustration rares have really caught on with the collectors. And this one is actually from 151. This is the Caterpie. Now this one is not great centering, but the overall condition was really good, and I just couldn't pass it up for the price. But this stuff, the illustration rares are really catching fire, and especially because the PSA 10s of illustration rares are going through the roof, and it's getting a lot of people interested in the illustration rares. And taking another look at them, they have great art. They're basically full art cards. They weren't super easy to pull, but not impossible to pull like these Prismatic Evolutions hits. And they're getting their day in the sun right now. So since this shop mainly focuses on sports cards, you know, this was the perfect time to go through their Pokemon stuff because, you know, a gaming store is going to keep up on their Pokemon prices very regularly, where a um, a sports card store is going to price the Pokemon cards and then put them out, and then they're not probably not going to go back and keep repricing stuff. So the special illustration cards have had a spike. So this is a good time. You guys should try this. Go to your local sports card stores that have Pokemon. Go through their Pokemon bulk stuff and see if they have some illustration rares. Because I couldn't believe how good of deals I got on these. So we got the Caterpie. They did have a really nice Articuno promo. I went ahead and picked this up. It does have a little bit of edge wear, but it's pretty good shape. I don't have one of these graded, so I probably grade that. We got a Poppy, Obsidian Flames, full art card. Just pretty cool. Full art cards look pretty decent. So that one. We got an Artisan, secret rare, beautiful card. This is from Obsidian Flames also. Just a really nice looking card. It looked like it could get a PSA 10, so I figured why not. Here's another illustration rare, Mabostiff. Really cool card, just like all the illustration rares. Really cool art. They took their time on doing the art on these rather than just the regular Pokemon cards. I think that's why they're getting very popular. We got the Larvesta. Oh, what set was this from? This was from Scarlet and Violet. Now this one is from Surging Sparks, one of the newer sets. The Larvesta. The Larvesta, they're sitting on a mat. This is a Japanese card. I always, if I see, you know, as far as the price is good, as long as the price is good, Japanese illustration rares, I always grab them, because especially if they're good condition, because they grade very well, and just look really great. The quality is fantastic. Super easy to grade. They don't sell for a lot, but it's really easy to get PSA 10s, and this kind of stuff is going to do really well. Another Japanese one. Oh, by the way, this was the Appleton or something like that. And we have, this one's from 151, the Tangela illustration rare, Japanese. This is also 151, Nidoking. Just a beautiful looking cards. We got the Phoebus. I don't know what set this is from. That one's a really cool illustration rare. And Vibrava, I think that's what this is. Another one, I'm not sure what set that's from, but just a really striking Pokemon card. And then this is Mr. Mime from 151. The 151 illustration rares in particular, I think, are going to really do really well here in the next few years. We got Pikachu EX. This is from Surging Sparks. I've never gotten any of the Pikachus. Ah, there you go, buddy. This one, it might not get a PSA 10, but I don't have this in my collection, so I had to pick it up. We got a vintage card here. This is a really good condition Ursaring. Not a first edition, but it is a rare, non-holo. I think the next vintage stuff to kind of take off is going to be non-holo vintage Pokemon stuff. Bramblin, and obviously the rares will take off first, and then like the uncommon, and then the main like real popular common ones. Bramblin, another illustration rare. That one is from Paldea Evolved. And we got the Iron Treads EX. Now these aren't real popular, but I do appreciate that their difficulty to pull, and they do look cool, especially graded, but they're really not worth getting graded right now. But I just decided to pick some up. Maybe I'll grade them at a future date. But I mean, they're like $1 or $2 a piece, so why not? Scarlet and Violet. This is Miraidon from Scarlet and Violet. The centering on this one's not the greatest. There's another Japanese 151 Zapdos EX. Just, I mean, super easy to grade and will be very easy to sell. We got Pikachu V. I'm a big fan of the Pikachu V cards. There's a lot of promos, different ones, and they were in several sets. Just beautiful cards. Tons of people love Pikachus, so this was a no-brainer for like $1. And I don't know if I have this in a 10, so if I can get a 10 on that, I'll definitely keep it. We got the Lugia V-Star from Silver Tempest. This is a card that I've never... I had an opportunity to pick up one time, but it was off-centered, so I passed. So I'm glad I passed on that one, because this one looks really good. The gold secret rare Lugia V-Star. I have one of these in a PSA 9. This one, I think, has a really good shot out of 10. This is the Charizard Trainer Gallery. Very similar to the illustration rares, except I just think the illustration rares look better. Let's see, where's one of them? They just seem like they pop better with that silver border. Let's see, let's find that English one. Yeah. Now, I much prefer the Scarlet Violet era illustration rare. These are cool, really neat arts. They are really tough to grade though, but I'm hoping I can get a PSA 10 on that one. This is from Lost Origins. Alright, there's a special illustration rare Gloom. This one, I believe, I don't think I can get a 10 on this one, but if it did get a 10, this card's selling for close to $200 as a PSA 10. Incredible. From Obsidian Flames, but the art is fantastic on this. Just a really nice card. We got the Iron Leaves EX. I always enjoy the gold secret rares and stuff like that. So this one looks good. I like this better than the cards where the Pokemon is all gold also, because you can actually see the Pokemon. And I like this better than a rainbow rare. Just a pretty cool looking card. Looks fancy. Iron Leaves EX. That's from Temporal Forces. We got the Koraidon EX Gold Secret Rare. This is also Scarlet and Violet. This one looks way nicer than the regular EX. We got the Brute Bonnet. Amazing art there. This is Kamaya art. Love Kamaya's art. Always top notch. So excited about this one on the Brute Bonnet. This is from Paradox Rift. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. See, I like this Pokemon, this gold Pokemon, much better than this one because you can see the Pokemon in its true colors. These are just, you know, just the Pokemon's gold. They are cool looking cards, don't get me wrong, but I like those other gold ones better. But these are like hyper rare cards. It's got the 3 stars. Where this one, the Iron Leaves, let's see, where is it? The Iron Leaves, it also has 3 stars. Never mind. So they're both hyper rare cards. The Wo-Chien EX. This is from Paldean Fates. Okay, here's another one. Hyper rare Roaring Moon EX. Just a really cool looking card. They're textured, of course. That is from Paradox Rift. Special illustration rares. They had a few special illustration rares there that I did not have in my collection, so I snagged these up too. Wo-Chien EX. The special illustration rares have even cooler look to them than the illustration rares. Let's see, that is from Paldea Fate, or Paldea Evolved. And this is also Paldea Evolved, the Ting-Lu EX. Just really cool art there. Special illustration rare. We got Monkey Dory, illustration rare from Scarlet Violet. This one looked really nicely centered. We got Lacey full art trainer. This one is from Stellar Crown. Rika full art trainer. This is from Paradox Rift. Wimpod. This one's very nice, from Paradox Rift. This one sells for pretty good price. People really like this card. I don't know if it's like super playable or whatever, but it is really cool art there with all these little Wimpods. We got the Diplin. That's a really neat art there on the Diplin. That is from Twilight Masquerade. A really sharp looking card. We got the Dusclops. This is the one I paid way more than the other ones. These were all like, you know, a few dollars a piece or less. This one was more, and then when I got home I was like, man, this is way off center. So this is the one I do regret buying because the centering is so off. But it's a Dusclops from let's see, SFA. I'm not sure what SFA is. I don't know what that set is. I just can't pull it out of off my tongue. We got Chimiko. This is from Twilight Masquerade. A little bit different of a illustration rare, but it is cool. We've got the Koraidon EX Special Illustration Rare from Scarlet Violet. Amazing art there. I love this one, the Pidgeot EX from Obsidian Flames. This one looks really... This one, I'm expecting a 10 on this one. Beautiful centering on that one. We got the Luminion V. This is an alt art, but it is from the Galarian Gallery from Crown Zenith. Just a cool card. Art there by Jerky. We've got Charizard V from Brilliant Stars. I'm hoping I can get a 10 on this. I graded one other one. I think I got like an 8 or a 9 on it, so I'm hoping I can get 10. This one, I just really like the art on it. I'd never seen this card before. The Deoxys Trainer Gallery from Crown Zenith. Just really cool art there. I got the Blissey EX. This is from Twilight Masquerade. Full art. We got the Screamtail EX from Twilight Masquerade. This is Stellar Crown Metacham EX full art. Special or just illustration rare Iron Moth. This is from Paradox Rift. Pretty cool card there. I like that one. I think this is from the Elite Trainer box of Scarlet Violet. The Koraidon. I think there was 2 different ones you could get. And I never bought an Elite Trainer box of that set, so I was glad to add one of those. Palafin. This is from Obsidian Flames. Really cool art there on the Palafin. Meltan. This is from Temporal Forces. Just another really neat art. Applin. This one is from Twilight Masquerade. That one's really neat art with the apple tree there. You have Applins. We've got Gardevoir EX from Scarlet Violet. Full art. I'm surprised I never pulled that. We have Iron Valiant EX. This is from Paradox Rift. Cool looking Pokemon there. We got Alakazam EX Shiny from Paldean Fates. We've got Aegislash. This is Paradox Rift. Illustration rare. That one's pretty cool art there. We've got the Wug Trio from Paldean Fates. They had a bunch of these. I think I paid like $1 a piece for these, and this was the nicest ones. And this is also Paradox or Paldean Fates. So I picked 2 or 3 each of these, and these were the nicest ones. So I will send those in for grading. The Great Tusk EX Special illustration rare. I love that art on that one. That is from Scarlet Violet. Reunculus. Illustration rare from Temporal Forces. There's a Belly Bolt. Obsidian Flames. Fury Sewed Girl. This is from that might be Silver Tempest. I'm not sure. Mimikyu. This was from an ETB. It was still sealed and it looked really nicely centered, so I grabbed it. I sent my one from my ETB in and I got a 9, so I'd really love to get this in a 10. And Fluttermane, this was from a set from an ETB promo, I think. We got Fion. This is from Twilight Masquerade. We've got Pommy. This is from Paldean Fates. Archaludon. That's pretty cool art there with those kids in the street. This is from Stellar Crown. This is one I probably shouldn't have bought, but it was really cheap and it's just a little bit off-center, so it's probably not gradable. From Twilight Masquerade, the Enamorous. Hoopa V. I did not have this card in my collection, so I'd love to get this in a 10. This is from the Gallery of Crown Zenith. Need that for my collection, for my alt art collection. Koraidon EX from Scarlet and Violet. Squawkabilly EX from Paldea Evolved. This card definitely not worth getting graded. PSA 10s don't sell for very much, that card. Okay, these last 4 are the ones that were more than just a couple bucks a piece. So I did pick up a Mewtwo V alt art from Pokemon Go. It is a little bit off center, but it's nicer than the one I have. So I'm hoping I can get a 10 on this one. Hoping beyond all hopes. But there's the alt art Mewtwo V. We got these. This one's really nice shape. A Squirtle from 151. I really hope I can get a 10 on this. Beautiful card. And then the Bulbasaur, also 151. The English 151 illustration rares are really blowing up right now. Pretty exciting to watch stuff going on with 151. And also from 151, I did not have this card, the Alakazam EX Special Illustration Rare. It just looked really good, and I need it for my collection, so I had to have it. So there they are. It was a fun trip to the local hobby shop, and I think I did really well. You know, the prices on these, I couldn't believe how good of a deal this was, and definitely my best Pokemon find I've had for a long time. Alright, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Later.